A group of strangers working together to earn up to $1 million, and that in the end only one of them will win. One of these players is the Mole, a double agent we hired working for us against the other 10. At the end of each episode, the players take the quiz, 10 questions about the Mole. The quiz determines who stays and who goes, because the player who scores the lowest on the quiz is executed and is sent home immediately. Up to $1 million hinges on discovering who is the Mole.
I feel good because, like, I'm sort of bonding with people that I really didn't think I'd bond with. Like, Marks is probably one of the last people I'd probably make a friendship with in real life, and I'm glad I'm making one here.
Through this game, I've had my highs where I felt super intelligent, my lows where I felt super unintelligent. I've yelled, I've screamed, I've made enemies, and I've made friends. And at this point in the game, I'm confident in knowing who the Mole is.
I've become more attentive, I guess, and I've also started to write down notes, like today.
Oh my goodness, I've had quite the journey. I came in here episode 1, and I had no idea what was going on with anybody. As the game went on, I found myself growing more perceptive. I was definitely going into a bit of trickery and scheming that I didn't think I would.
Okay, everybody, congratulations to make it to the final 4. Just so you guys know, we are obviously in the second to the last round of the game, so things will only get harder and harder from here on out. Now, I need 2 people who can look under rocks, and 2 people who consider themselves artists. Artists to this side, rock group to this side.
I'll do rocks.
Actually, Geisha, could you be an artist? I'm sorry. I just feel more comfortable if you're an artist.
I think that searching under rocks isn't gonna be the easier part, and there you could probably group more people up by the artists section.
I'm not moving.
Oh.
Not moving, but it's for the team. Like,
I'm not comfortable in art. Like, I don't take art crap. I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be like you have to design something, and then we have to pick it, and I want to pick it instead of designing.
I was the one who spoke up about the team selection because I don't trust Game Show.
I did not want to be an artist. I'm bad at building.
So we have the first group of Khan and Game Show, and the second group of Marks and Scott. So I'm going to split you guys up. I need Khan and Game Show to please follow me. For this task, each pair will be competing in their own separate mini-task. They will not have any information about how well the other pair is faring. You two are about to start your part of the task. All you have to do is corral all 5 red sheep into this pen. There can be no other sheep in the pen besides your red ones. If you guys can get the red sheep in your pen in under 5 minutes, you will earn $30,000 for the group pot. Fail, and the Mole will earn that money. You guys have a chest here full of supplies you can use to help you, and your time starts now.
Okay, so where are they?
Check the other side.
Okay,
Wait, we can't kill any sheep?
You killed not a single sheep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just push it. Push it then.
Yeah.
Push it, and then if it starts going away, take out your wheat.
Hey, you guys made it! Let me welcome you to the small waterfront village. They are currently holding an art exhibition. We are going to give you the opportunity to create your very own unique piece of conceptual art. And later, an art critic will come by and try to figure out which piece of art is yours. If you manage to fool the art critic into picking any piece that is not your own, you will earn $20,000 for the group pot. You guys can build anywhere inside of this. You can break the white wool, you can dig below it, you can build on top of it, whatever you want, just you're constrained to this 6x6 area.
Okay.
Marks and Scott take a look at the other sculptures to see what they should be building.
Should we try to do something like art piece number 8? Because, like, that has, like, a lot of unique blocks, right? Like, the art critic might not think that we would use them.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of, like, wet sponge. Wet sponge is probably the most, like, random block in Minecraft.
Come with me.
Be very careful about killing another sheep, though. Don't punch them. Put away your wheat, okay?
Okay.
Just push the red sheep if you have to. Oh my god, it's eating grass. Okay, I got one in.
I'm getting one.
Here's the strat, right? Take the red sheep, after you get it with wheat, then start pushing it. So you can get as many sheep with you as you want for the wheat, but get it like a little further. Okay?
And I gotta push it in.
Yeah, then you gotta push it
here.
in.
Might have messed up here.
How?
There's a lot of sheep here. Okay, so
In
I'm
the
gonna close that. No, not in the pen, but right outside it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just take it in a different pen.
Come here. Come here.
We don't want to use the whole space. We want it to be small like these other ones.
Okay. We're done.
No, they're gonna call us out. I think if I was the art critic, I would think we'd build this one, right? Because it's clearly like fire versus water, which is kind of like a clear theme, while these other ones are really like random. Like,
Yeah. And then should we make it like a, what is this? 4x3?
I was just thinking like this, right?
2.
Where you just do the corners.
This is 3x3, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because like I think this is okay.
This is alright, but it's like not spectacular. I was thinking we get a miner, like a pickaxe or something like that.
I
Like,
think that'd be like using an item frame and stuff. That's too much, right? Because none of the other stuff is incorporating that.
true.
Go bring another red sheep here, okay? I got this part. Just get them here. I'll get them inside the thing.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Oh crap. Yeah, come here.
Go down the freaking hill. Thank you. Okay.
If you can try to get all the white sheep away, that would be really
I'm trying to just get the red sheep there and then worry about the white sheep.
Yeah.
So once we get them in there, that's
Okay,
probably
I got 2. I'm gonna get this brown sheep out because that might just mess us up later.
This sheep doesn't want to follow me.
That's fine.
Stop filling your head in the grass. Come on.
Okay, we have 3. We need 2 more.
2 more, sweet.
No, this one's running away now. Oh my god. No, I literally got it all the way to the gate. Are you freaking serious?
I kind of like that. Do you like having the sponge on top?
I was thinking we could just like do quartz, like a quartz fountain.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling the lapis.
Okay. Because this is what I was,
Like this, right?
yes.
What about this?
Yeah.
The water's still showing, which I feel like is something that they'd think a player wouldn't do. The player would try to
Yeah.
cover it up.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
What does this represent is the thing.
Nothing.
But I feel like the other things all represent something. I don't know, I like it, I guess.
I think we're good.
It's not moving. There you go. Come on, come on. Are you following me now? Do you want me? Do you want my wheat? Come on, take my wheat.
No!
Come on, let's go.
Dude, no, that one just ran all the way over here. Screw this. Where's the red sheep? Oh, I see it. Here, watch out. I got it. Don't confuse it. Okay, yeah, I got it. Go get the other red sheep, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go look for it.
Thanks.
Where are you?
Like, this is genuinely
Yeah,
irritating.
this is stupid. I can't find the other sheep.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Where is the other sheep? Like,
Oh no, is the other sheep actually lost? Oh, here it is. Come.
sweet.
Follow me. You get those ones from near the gate away.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Don't open the gate. Do not open the gate under
Not
any
going to.
circumstance, okay? I'm sorry, I'm just very, like, nervous. How much time do we have left?
Attention players, the challenge is over.
Oh,
Please stand out front.
shoot.
I think I did as best as I could. I was like 15 to 20 seconds away from getting that last sheep in. I think I carried my own weight.
I feel like I did pretty well. We had a great strategy of I'll get the sheep near it. He just puts them in so I can get them all there, and we still lost. But I think we did a good job.
Unfortunately, as you guys can see, you only managed to collect 4 red sheep. You guys did not pass the task, and the $30,000 will be added to the most pot. However,
That
there
was
was a trick
tough.
to this challenge. When I asked you guys to split up into 2 groups, I asked, I need 2 people who can look under rocks and 2 people who consider themselves artists. If you guys look behind you, there is only 1 rock in this entire field. If you looked under it, you would have found the 5 leads you needed to have made this challenge a lot easier.
You're kidding me. You're kidding
I
me.
didn't
Come
think
on.
of that. I didn't think of that.
Marks and Scott have finished building their art. They are waiting in a nearby building, listening, while the art critic tries to pick out their piece.
Yes, this is a very interesting piece. Just a traditional family structure being represented here, whereas the ground below represents the inner turmoil that these figures, I believe, are facing in their lives. This is another very interesting piece. You see the single glass block supporting the heavy structure above represents the pain that I think the individual crafter was feeling. And I know that pain can only come from being a reality television host. So I think once again, this is one of yours. Yes.
Let's move on to the third one.
Ah, yes. Clearly a statement on the capitalist system. We see the cart moving round and round, but ultimately going nowhere, and I believe I've just broken it, so I will have to pay for this piece. I think it's either the piece I broke, it could be that one, I think that's very possible, or it's this final piece here. I think it's one of those two. I think final decision is piece number 8. I believe that is my final.
Okay, thank you for deciding.
very
Thanks for
welcome.
coming down to look at these art pieces. Thank you.
I came up with the idea for a final sculpture with the whole quartz and water aesthetic. Scott kind of sat back, but he had some great input, and I really think that we worked well as a team.
I was very anxious the entire time we were watching the art critic on screen. I thought we were done for sure, but Marks and I really pulled it out.
Okay, I have the results. Con, game show. You guys did not pass your task. Just so Marks and Scott, you are aware, they had to find 5 red sheep and put them into a pen. They managed to get 4 out of 5 before the 5 minutes was up. Therefore, the $30,000 for the task went to the mole. However, Scott and Marks, you guys managed to successfully pass your task. You guys were given 15 minutes to create a conceptual piece of art. We then brought in an art critic who had to decide which one they thought was theirs. They guessed incorrectly. Therefore, you guys managed to fool the art critic and have earned $20,000 for the group pot, meaning that the group pot has now raised to $382,000, and the mole's pot has raised to $321,000. So with that said, the mole is slowly catching up to you, and with only a few tasks left, anything could happen. I'll see you guys at the next task.
Game show, he helped, but he could have definitely helped a lot more. He could have gotten some sheeps in on his own.
At this point in the game, I'm almost 100% sure Marks is not the mole. I guess in certain parts of the challenge, we were arguing back and forth, but that's just Mark.
I feel like I was on the right team. I have a great brain, and I have an eye for detail. That's got me this far, and obviously it got us $20,000.
After the task, the players head inside the mole's mansion and begin to reminisce about the game.
There is 4 of us left. Pretty empty table. I remember day 1, before the first execution, there wasn't even a seat for me, and I had to stand right here.
I remember day 1, it was like so hard to talk because everyone was just like, me.
I was very quiet back then.
I remember back when I was worried, and I'm still worried, so that doesn't change.
I remember
We
when.
did
Go ahead.
I remember when.
When?
Oh, did I cut
Yeah,
off?
you cut. You said.
Oh,
I remember
oh,
when.
True. Okay. I remember when.
You jerk.
Shut up. I hate you.
I remember each challenge, I was looking at people's specific behaviors each time, you know, someone would make even like the smallest of mistakes, and I'd be like, that's it, they're the mole, get them out.
Yeah. Wait, who did we say was the mole right off the bat? I forgot.
That was me.
Oh, it was you, and you're still here.
I remember when during.
I hate you. Go away.
Welcome everyone, I hope you're all ready to start the final task of this round. It is a rather simple game that will rely on you being able to put your selfishness aside to earn money. All of you are currently standing on a pressure plate connected to a lamp that you see in front of you. As long as one of you is standing on that pressure plate, the light will stay lit. For each minute the light is on, you will earn $2,000 for the group pot. This challenge will last for 30 minutes, meaning that if one person is standing on their pressure plate for 30 minutes, you will earn $60,000 for the group pot. If at any point, all of you step off your pressure plate and the light goes out, the task is over, and all the remaining money will go into the mole's pot. Now, for the tempting part. The game's final exemption is up for grabs. Behind each of you is a room. If you decide to, you can step off your pressure plate and enter the room behind you and attempt to decode the message that is on the wall. When you are positive that you have cracked the code, you will break the redstone lamp to try and earn the exemption, thus giving all the remaining money to the mole. After you break the lamp, I will ask you what the decoded message is. If you are successful, you will earn the exemption and not have to take the quiz tonight. All of you are unable to see each other's names, so therefore, nobody will know if you get off your pressure plate, if you leave, or anything. There are buttons on the walls beside you which make the exact same sound as somebody stepping on and off a pressure plate, so you can press those whenever you want. Everybody understand?
Mm-hmm. So, all we have to do is stand on, like, that's literally the...
It's that simple.
Guys, there is $60,000. Scott, are you gonna stay
Right,
on the pressure plate?
Guys, at
Scott,
least
are you
break
staying on the
even.
pressure plate the entire time?
Guys, at least break even. That's all I have to say.
With that said, the challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, so if someone's really itching for that exemption, don't. But if for some reason like you're not taking my word for it and you just hate, me as a person, I will take this as a personal attack, by the way. At least wait till 25 minutes are passed.
I'm not going for the exemption, but I will make sure that I will call out any single person that walks into that exemption room
How would you go about doing that?
by yelling it out, saying, "I see the person's face. Is it not the same room? Oh wait, it's not the same room."
So the challenge began, and it starts off okay. We're kind of just talking about strategies. It's a lot of me and Mark's bullying people, which has been a theme for the entire game.
I stepped off the pressure plate because of how I know Marks and Scott are at taking quizzes. I have to take an exemption in order to even have a chance at beating them.
Here's my thing. I already have a finale outfit that I'm planning to wear if I make it to the final 3.
So you want to make it? Like,
But
I didn't come here
still-
just to make it a final
here's the
4.
thing, Here's the thing. I would rather us win and be get 4th place than like get the top 2 and lose. So that's why I'm staying on the pressure.
The
plate.
Mo is going to lose no matter what. I can guarantee that.
No,
It's
not
not
really.
true.
In,
If
in the
Mo-
final 3, he has a very easy way to sabotage, no matter what.
Yeah. If someone goes for it right now, then we're screwed.
I hate all of you. This is such bullshit.
This is tough. Like, I want to go for it so bad. I'm
you
being
don't want to
completely
go
honest.
for it. No, you don't want to go for it.
Yes, I do. I'm so worried you guys are going to beat me on the quiz. Because we all know who it is. That's the problem.
If we all know who it is, then why not, instead of getting the exemption, you have a 1 in 3, that's 33% chance.
An exemption is a 1 in 0 chance of going home.
But that's shady and you're just...
Nah, I mean, actually, if you get a 1 in 0 chance of going home, that just means like...
You know what I meant!
I'm looking around and I'm thinking, I don't want to go home at Final 4. I want an exemption so bad. So after a while, I just decide to man up and I run into the room.
It doesn't matter if you have this 100% chance of staying because we'll lose in the end.
Yeah, you'll lose in the end to the bull with the money, so just think of it logically.
Game show, honestly, you stress me out so much. I feel like this entire game I've been like talking you down from like committing suicide.
Yeah, on the archery
Every
thing,
time I've been I'm
On the
proud of
archery
myself
thing.
to go for an exemption, I haven't taken it. Every time. We've been playing this game where like, exemptions are bad. No, I want to be in this game.
Obviously, Game Show's getting paranoid because he always gets paranoid. He's thinking, I need to get this exemption or else I'm going home, which very frustrating for me. Someone actually trying to win the game, unlike him.
I genuinely want to die. This is like a waiting game. I'm just waiting to see someone start breaking that lamp, and I'm gonna start punching them away.
If I see someone breaking that lamp, I'm personally going to DDoS them out of this game.
Yeah, like if any time for someone's internet to break, do it while they're breaking the lamp.
Oh, I can't loosen it. My internet already sucks.
I knew Scott wasn't gonna step off, so I just wanted to take a look at the puzzle. I wasn't gonna solve it if it was really hard, and it was like confusing to me, so I was just like, bye.
This is literally so nerve-wracking.
Screw it.
Not
What do
even
you
10
mean,
minutes.
screw
I know,
it?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Not even 10 minutes have
don't worry.
passed.
I'm not gonna do it yet. Okay, I'm very tempted
Don't do
to
it
be
at all.
honest.
Don't do it at all. But if
I
you
don't
are
want to
going
get so close and yet so far.
Game show, don't do it all. But if you are going to do it, wait until we have at least like 80% of this money.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that just so you can get it, Scott?
I have not gotten for a single exemption this entire game show. I'm not gonna start now. Surviving the quizzes seems to be a lot of people's #1 priority. I don't care about that as much. I'm just trying to win these challenges and earn as much money as we can, because the last 2 challenges, if I even get there, we need as big of a money lead going into it as possible.
I'm calling it. The freaking code's gonna be like something super easy.
Oh, I doubt it, because they're not gonna give out exemptions that easy. It's probably gonna be something really difficult, so even if you try to go for it and backstab the team, you still might not even get the exemption. So then it's like a lose-lose.
Yeah. I stand there for a good 5 minutes and I suddenly see, oh, WTQ, the H2AQ mole. So at that point, I thought I was very comfortable to just go back and stand on my pressure plate until 28 minutes or so.
I know
If they
someone's
are,
going for
what
it.
a
Someone's got me.
Buddy.
People are
No one's going
I'm-
for it, Game Show.
I doubt it. I doubt that.
As I'm standing there, I'm thinking, what if somebody else tries to go for it? And Game Show's saying a lot of these stupid comments that make me feel like he's going to go for it.
How much time do you guys think has elapsed?
I think it's
Pretty
enough
close.
time.
I hate you.
I think he reached the halfway point. I'm taking the exemption. I don't feel safe.
What do you think the code was.
I am going to beat the mole.
Game show, you are incorrect. The message was, I am going to stop
Look what
the
you did,
mole.
Game Show.
Therefore, you did not earn the exemption.
What was it? What was it?
I'm
was it?
going
Can you
to
say it again?
stop the mole,
Oh,
not
the mole.
beat the mole.
Are you freaking kidding me?
But of course, Game Show, Trigger Finger, is uncomfortable and paranoid no matter what. And it makes me so upset because we had such a good lead over the mole, and we've just been losing it because of people like Game Show and Jervy.
I think 3 out of 4 of us did great.
So like, I need money, but like, we're so far ahead, we can take these losses. From what I could see, it was a 1-letter word, a 2-letter word, and so I'm like, okay, I am. Go to the bottom, there's a 3-letter word and a 4-letter word, so it has to be the mole. I mean, what else could it be? So I just kind of filled in the blanks, went with risk, went for it, and suddenly it failed.
I'm just dumbfounded that this idiot would literally give them all so much money and then fail the exemption.
Hope you go.
With that said, 11 minutes
I
and
hope you
20
go home.
seconds have elapsed, which means you guys have earned $22,000 for the group pot, and the mole has earned $38,000 for the mole's pot. And I'll see you guys at the execution tonight.
I am feeling scared about this next quiz because I know the odds are most likely against me, because I know how much notes these guys take, and I'm just hoping I can catch up.
I think I've had the mole since day one, and honestly, I just think it's going to come down to either one bit of information I wasn't able to pick up, or it's going to go to a tie, and it'll depend on speed. So I'm nervous.
I want to make finale so bad. It's probably going to be a race between me and Scott, and I'm very shaky, but I'm ready to give it my all, and I'm not going to go home without putting my everything into this quiz.
I'm more nervous than last time because I know that the other 2 people that I'm going against in the quiz, they also share my same ideas as to who the mole is. So at this point, it's just going to be up to time and memory. So I think it'll be very close, probably under a minute, under 30 seconds probably.
It is time for the quiz. 10 questions about the mole. Question 1. In task number 15, Sheep and Shepherds, which group was the mole in?
I think it's very suspicious that Khan was trying to push me away because I think he is the mole, and he knows that I know he's the mole.
Question 2. In task number 15, Sheep and Shepherds, did the mole win their part of the challenge?
I'd rather have had Game Show on the other side because I'm assuming if he's the mole, he would know that under the rock is the lead, so he obviously didn't go for that.
Question 3. In task number 15, Sheep and Shepherds, if the mole was in this part, which piece of art did the mole create?
Scott constantly second-guessed the sculptures. He never really wanted to go with a certain idea and was always trying to change things.
Question 4. In task number 15, Sheep and Shepherds, if the mole was in this part, how many red sheep did they get in the pen?
They could have gotten the 5 sheep, and especially, just red sheep, they're like the brightest sheep. The mole definitely had some punching and pushing going on.
Question 5. In task number 16, the waiting game, which color room was the mole in? Question 6. In task number 16, the waiting game, did the mole earn an exemption?
Obviously, people can leave their pressure plates. That's fine. People can go for the exemption. That's great. But when you do it 11 minutes in, you're not playing for the team. You're being an idiot.
Question 7. In task number 16, the waiting game, did the mole ever step off their pressure plate?
I'm not surprised. I knew everyone was going to do it. I'm angry that it happened, obviously, because in an ideal society, we all would have just stood there 30 minutes and gotten $60,000. Yay!
Question 8. In task number 16, the waiting game, if deciphered, what did the coded message say?
Khan has been very, very weird during the challenges, especially with the last challenge.
Question 9. How many siblings does the mole have? Question 10. Who is the mole? Hello everyone, please take a seat. Welcome to your 8th execution. In a moment, I'll begin entering your names to the computer. If a green screen appears, you are safe. However, if a red screen appears, you're the mole's 8th victim. And players, we have a tie. The difference was 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be a tie, but I didn't think it'd be that much. Gosh.
I really can't. I can't.
Everyone. Scott.
First down.
Congrats.
Scott, I'm sorry. You were the mole's 8th victim.
Oh,
Please follow me.
oh,
I
thank
felt
gosh.
that. I felt that.
Oh.
Watching Scott get eliminated is so heartbreaking. This has been such a great experience getting to bond with Scott and just we were always talking about everything, and like to see him go out, I probably was in the tie with him, and that just breaks my heart.
I'm sad Scott left, but I'm just happy it wasn't me. I thought it was gonna be me. I'm in the final 3.
I'm really sad to see Scott go. He was probably the person I trusted the most, and like I'm crying. Like I'm so sad to see Scott go because I really like the guy. I'm really happy I had the chance to meet him. I'm pretty sure since there was a tie that everyone knows who the mole is. I hope we can get the BS out of the way, and in Scott's honor, like a player can win.
Scott, it was a 2-second time difference. How does it make you feel?
I mean, I'm disappointed in myself, really. I don't know what else there is to feel. I'm upset that, I couldn't have done that quiz just a little faster.
Everyone loved you. Everyone only had positive things to say about you throughout this entire game. Hopefully that helps.
I feel like I'm a pretty exuberant person. I did some shady things during the game, but I'm glad that I'm coming out of the show with a positive reputation.
Scott, you were an amazing player. You were just cut short of the finale, and I want to thank you so much. It was truly a pleasure hosting you. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.